Nice. Oh, no!
Oh, here we are! Brittany Snow! It's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
Facebook Live. Here she is. You guys know who she is. Brittany Snow. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're just like pre-interview here at People Now. So People Now is on people.com every morning at 8:30. We do a live show. We're going to be doing like a full extensive interview, but we just want to give you guys an opportunity to talk to Brittany Snow and ask her questions and see what she thinks about what you have to say.
I always have a last name in
yeah.
this.
Is it Brittany?
Brittany Snow.
Brittany Snow. But you know what? Okay, so can I just tell you how close we were trying to do a little thing? Have you heard of bologna snowflakes?
No.
This is a thing from, what was the movie?
Snow Day.
Snow Day. The movie Snow Day.
They put them on the top.
Yeah, yeah. You like bite, and you make a snowflake out of bologna and then whatever. It actually was, it was batted around. So
I felt like that was in the trailer, but I don't know if I remember Snow Day though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Emmanuel Syracuse?
I believe so.
Okay, sorry.
Separate from that, I hear that you're, by reading your, stalking you on Twitter, that you're a big jet skier.
Yes.
I was like super fanboy about it when I saw that, because I used to jet ski as a kid and on a lake.
Yeah, I was both lake and ocean. I grew up in Florida,
Yeah.
so that's the only like cool sport that I can do.
Give me the merits of like ocean jet ski versus lake jet ski. Obviously less chop on the lake.
Right. I'm a big ocean because jet skier because I feel like you can't really see what's happening, and ignorance is bliss.
Okay,
for me. But with the lake, I'm like, there's definitely an alligator over there.
Oh, okay, that's Florida, right? The alligators
right.
in Florida.
And so with the ocean, there's probably just as scary things under there, but I can't see them.
So. Okay, so these are all topics that everyone wants to know about. Questions, Sam.
Yes, Lindsay Riggs wants to know if any new movies are coming up.
Oh, there are new movies coming up.
Yes.
What can you talk about?
I can talk about all of them, actually.
Okay.
I finished a movie called Late Bloomer with J.K. Simmons and Johnny Simmons that Kevin Pollak directed, and that's coming out. I think it's going... Oh, no, I can't say that. Never mind.
Okay.
It's coming out. And then I also did a movie called Bushwick that I filmed here in New York, which is coming out soon with Dave Bautista, who is my favorite human. And I also did a movie called Black Dog with my friend Andrew Jenks, and that is coming out as well. And Pitch Perfect 3.
Pitch Perfect 3, we've heard of it.
We've heard of it, yes.
So, are we allowed to talk at all about things about your experience in Williamsburg when you were filming Bushwick? Broad strokes.
I will go as far to say that I really lived it up in Brooklyn. I did all things Brooklyn.
If you guys aren't familiar with, we're in New York now, and Brooklyn, Williamsburg, all that, very hipster. Very beanie wearing, kind of like lots of wine, lots of craft beer, and things of the hipster like, which I appreciate a lot. It's great, and Williamsburg is like the epicenter in many ways. It's almost like the Silver Lake. It's like the Silver Lake of LA. It's
true. Sort
of here in New York. Any other questions right now? We want you guys to chime in and see what you want to know from Brittany, but I'm just going to say this.
Yes.
So go ahead, Sam. There are no It's lighting up.
What's your favorite part of the filming process?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably, I love it all, but probably when I'm actually filming, when I'm actually on set and I'm actually in the scene, that's my favorite part. I also like pre-production. I like breaking down a script and all the homework. I never liked school homework, but I really like the homework that goes into a script.
I've had very few experiences where I've had like a situation where I'm going to walk into a dressing room and they're going to like get me stuff. What do you need in your trailer? Do you have like a rider of like must-haves?
I don't. I wish I had something great where only the green M&Ms.
No, right. There's always that. That's the go-to.
Probably it would be. I do have a Starbucks order that I like, and probably that's the thing that I have people get for me, but I always feel like such an idiot when I ask for a coffee order. I'm like, what? You don't have to get it.
It's like you feel bad for all the details.
Go get it, yeah. And you're gonna have to say so many things, and it's just better that if I just.
Do you have a Starbucks code name or just Brittany?
No, but it does. It makes me giggle to say different names like Abraham Lincoln or whatever.
Just whatever. Yeah. And then they give you the eye roll, like,
yeah,
okay, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Here's your frappuccino, tall grande latte. Whatever with no cream.
All right, what's your favorite vacation spot?
Gosh, probably I went to Hawaii once, and that was pretty magical.
Where'd you go?
Oahu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've only been to Maui. I hear Oahu's great. You got to do Maui, Road to Hana. That's a big thing. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
Favorite song. This is like one of the annoying. Let's break it down with the Pitch Perfect movies. Favorite song from one of the past movies.
Probably it would be No Diggity by Blackstreet. That was always one of my go-to songs anyway. And so then when we did it, I was like, guys, step back. I know the rap already.
Just done.
Yeah, I didn't get to do the rap. Kendrick did, but
as the God intended it. That's how
as God intended.
Yeah.
No, it definitely. I give her all of the credit. So, but I was, inside kind of screaming because that's used to be one of my favorite songs.
And I will say this epic karaoke song. Like
It is.
that's a great, like, if you're at a karaoke bar or whatever, people get into it, and for you to get up there and just tear that up, that would be awesome to see.
Thank you.
I would love that.
I would hope so. I hope I don't let you down.
No, you will not let me down.
Favorite role you have ever played? Getting this a lot.
Oh my goodness, a lot of people want to know. I feel like Larry King, by the way. Like, Memphis, go! Favorite role?
He sounds exactly like that.
Yeah, he's not insane.
Probably I did a movie called The Vicious Kind, and I had a lot of fun doing that movie in general, and I loved that character. And also Bushwick, recently I got to be kind of a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to shoot guns and do lots of stunt work and things like that, and I never get to do that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like when you ask an actor like their favorite role, is it for you like choosing like a favorite kid or something like that's so personal?
Oh wow.
Well, maybe that's a little
deep,
different, but like I would imagine every one of them has a special meaning in its own way.
Completely,
perhaps.
And it all correlates with different times in my life and things that I needed to experience and go through, and also some of them are just fun, and others, stretch me in a way, and it just makes me excited to do more.
All right, people were asking before you came in, everyone talking about like one of the most common things, like when Brittany says coming in, my gosh, she's so beautiful. Secret beauty tricks.
Yeah, sheer underneath my makeup. I've always been big on sunscreen because I came from Florida, and originally when I was with my parents growing up, I have such light skin and fair skin that they would always put copper tone on me, and I grew up with that brand. And so now they have a new sunscreen called Clearly Sheer, and it really works underneath my makeup. So that's probably one of my biggest beauty tips, I would say.
Sam?
Let's talk about Love is Louder.
Love is Louder.
Love is Louder
Yeah.
is it's an organization movement that I started with the Jed Foundation and MTV about 6 years ago, and it started off as a movement, and it's for anyone who's feeling alone or mistreated, and it's a group of people that want to bring awareness to the voices that bring you down, and it's a community so people can feel better.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of people see an actress, see someone that's very successful and a lot going on, and it's hard to imagine ever feeling lonely, ever feeling down, things like that. Can you share a little bit about that, and like kind of maybe things you've been through, and then mainly what you look to when you sort of dip? Everyone dips, there's the highs and the lows. But what do you look to in those moments to kind of like charge back up?
I think that's the whole reason for Love is Louder, is because it's a group of people that are showing support towards others and knowing that you're not alone, and everyone has those moments. You would be lying if you would say that all of your moments in your life have only been up and happy. There's times that everyone feels like they are feeling a little crazy. And so what we want to bring awareness to is that there are people out there that give you support. And even with me, whether it's, whatever job you do, you have those moments and you can connect to other people with like experiences.
And what's so cool? I think people are, everything's like social media saturated. Everyone is looking at each other's basically highlight reel of their life. Very rarely do people post about like, oh my gosh, worst day ever, or like, or I'm struggling with this, or going through whatever. So I think that's why there's such a need for something like this, just to put a voice on it and say like, hey, guess what? Everything's not a freaking highlight reel, right? Like there's some things that are going on that people might need to talk about, and other than the best day ever. Oh my gosh, I met Brittany Snow, which is this will be near the top of my list.
That's nice.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about? Oh, go. Yeah.
Princess Alice wants to know what it was like to work with Vin Diesel in the Pacifier.
Princess Alice, Vin Diesel. Yeah, right.
Vin Diesel. It's funny to call him Vin, but Vin is such an amazing guy. He's totally not what you would expect. He's very silly and quirky and the sweetest person. And so it's funny. I keep working with these big dudes.
Yeah, right.
Vin Diesel, Dave Bautista,
right.
and they are such softies. I mean, they can.
Of course, they can
mess
kick
you up.
butt if they want to.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they really just want a hug. Vin
Diesel just wants a big
I feel like he's just the nicest. They both are.
We've seen sort of that, I think, side of Vin Diesel through the tragedy of Paul Walker and everything. He's been very outspoken about and been very emotional, and we've seen like kind of the softer side of him. So yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I like to know that those guys just want to hug it out.
Right. I think everybody has those times, and those guys need hugs just like everyone else.
When it comes to just like getting through, shooting and doing stuff on set, everyone always wants to know, like, oh, are there pranks on set? Were there pranks on set? When it comes to like hanging out with like Vin Diesel specifically, is he that kind of guy? Are you that kind of girl?
Yes. Gosh, this was a long time ago, so I'm gonna have to think back to 5 years ago.
Okay,
whatever.
right. A lot's happened.
Yeah, there were pranks. I mean, I feel like in the middle of takes, Vin was always not messing with the baby, but always trying to like cheer the baby up and things like that, and it was really cute to see. I do remember that I played a prank on Jesse Metcalf on John Tucker Must Die. That was like the one big prank that I did, where I put pictures of him shirtless all over the
like the set?
The trailer.
On the trailer?
The set,
Okay, nice.
Yeah. He didn't love it at the time, but then I feel like later he liked it.
In hindsight, I'm sure he laughs at it.
In hindsight, I wouldn't have liked that either if someone would have done that to me.
Really? That's funny. If that many shirtless pictures are floating around online and they're
Jesse
even
Metcalf,
part of your portfolio,
so,
you're
yes.
Jesse Metcalf, like you gotta have a little self-deprecation in there.
He does, yes.
That's funny. Next time he comes in here, we'll ask him about that. Go ahead, Sam.
One of your favorite people to work with on Pitch Perfect.
By the way, I don't know how you can answer this question.
That's very
because
true.
so many great people on Pitch Perfect.
There are, and there's some of my closest friends, which has been really great because when I get to do each movie, I get to go back and be with my girlfriends and my guy friends too. Gosh, I can't pick a favorite. Kelly Jekyll, who plays Jessica, is my roommate, so I would have to pick her.
Yeah.
She lives with me, so I have to pick her. But I'm in Anna Camp's wedding also, so that's a big honor, so I have to pick her as well.
That is a big honor. That's very cool stuff. So, I mean, is there like a routine, like, hey, let's get together once a month when you're not doing the movies, or is it just kind of a general
We see each other all the time.
Yeah.
We actually supported Rebel recently. We went to see her in The Little Mermaid, and she played Ursula, and she was amazing. And Chrissy Fit and Kelly Jekyll and Shelley Regner and I went, and then I think Esther Dean did as well later, and we try to support each other, so it's nice.
That's really cool. Yeah.
If you weren't in the industry, what would be your dream career?
Oh my gosh.
I would probably be working philanthropy in some way, a nonprofit, or I would direct or produce. But I guess if I wasn't in the entertainment business, probably something to do with philanthropy.
Or a professional jet skier. That's awesome too.
Is that a thing?
We can make it. We can make it a thing.
Yeah.
They want us to wrap up, so that's our time, guys. You can check out our full interview that we're going to do right after we're done with this on people.com. People Now morning show 8:30 a.m. Thank you, Brittany Snow.
Thank you.
First and last name.
Oh yes.